We're going to start with sitting. And let's see, how do I start? Okay, we're going to start with sitting. And we're starting with breathing. So let's start out taking, how do I want this? Okay, thumb to index finger. That's my left hand. My right hand, right thumb on right nostril. Index finger, middle finger to the brow space. Long spine. Close the eyes. 3 rounds of breath. Inhale through your left nostril. Exhale through your left. Inhale left. Exhale left. Left nostril representing the quiet side, the yin energy of the body. Inhale again. Exhale. Left side of the body corresponding to right brain hemisphere. Releasing your hand and feeling that it's like that right brain hemisphere, sensory mind, is strong, is dominant. Hands now to heart center. You can open your eyes. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Inhale, and then exhale, arms out to the sides and down. And we'll do that again. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms out to the sides and hands touching down. Last one. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, arms out to the sides and down. And then we have a side bend movement. So you're going to reach up and over, trying to keep sitting bones down. And then we'll come forward. So it's like you're going to tap the floor at an angle and then come up and look up. Exhale, tap down. And inhale and look up. Last one, exhale, tapping down and up. Okay, second side, inhale, exhale over, side bend. And when you tap down, can you feel this maybe in your lower back as a good stretch, and then back to center. Exhale, tap down. And inhale, reaching up. Last one, exhale. And up, good. We'll do another one. And on this one, I would say sitting in Virasana, if you can. I'll use a block. And if you know you can't sit in Virasana, like on your heels, right, then you could cross, you could do like that. Or if you can sit on a block, some sit on 2 blocks. You sit on the block. So your knees have to tolerate this. And if not, you'll sit the way you were sitting. And another side bend movement. So reach up, breathe in, and then exhale over. Trying to keep sitting bones down, reaching, taking your hand to your back, to the back of your neck. Look up, send your elbow up, and look forward again. Really stretching your elbow up to the sky and over, and then release. And the other side. Inhale. Exhale over. So for me, the sitting bone wants to come up. So I'm trying to keep down and reaching. Now I'm going to reach for the back of my neck. Elbow, when we're tight, the elbow faces forward. Take your elbow up. Look up. Open out. And then look forward again. Really reach through your elbow. And release. Wherever you're at, however you're sitting, you'll twist. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow, look back. Spine is long. And then take it the other direction. Hand across, opposite knee, and look back. And breathe. And release. Now we're coming on to hands and knees. And from here, you'll take I'm coming more to the front end of my mat, so when I extend my right foot, it's still on the sticky mat. I don't want it on the floor. I don't want it to slip. So I can push my foot in and then push my foot into the mat, and my heel pushes back. So it's a calf stretch and stretching behind the knee. And then the other way, curling toes under, push back, lower your head, just keep pushing back, stretching your calf muscle, maybe the whole foot stretches, ankle, and breathe. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead and, I need knee padding. You might need a little extra knee padding. We're coming into what's called Anahata asana, where your knees, your thighs are at a vertical. You start with tabletop, walk your hands forward, forehead down, keep inching your fingers forward, and you'll see that it becomes a stretch to your shoulders. Again, some are very open, and you can lift your head and bring your chin down, or bring your chest down, or simply have your forehead down. Stretch your shoulders, stretch the armpit area, shoulder area, the lats. Breathe in. Exhale. Imagine you could kind of melt your heart center, that it would go that much closer to the mat. Retract the arms and coming right onto hands and knees around into your back. And inhale, arch. Look ahead of you, look slightly upward. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And then from here, neutral spine, and you're going to take your right arm and your left leg extending. So maybe you're looking at the screen for a moment, but then once you're in the pose, you're looking down at your mat and holding steady. It seems easy, but I want you to work. When you do this correctly, it's work. Like you're drawing your navel up towards your spine, your flat tabletop, and then lower hand and knee. And extend the other way. Flexing your right ankle, look down. See if you can be steady, holding. Breathe in. Exhale. And you want to lift your leg is as high as your glutes. Your leg in the air is straight. So you're using your glutes for the extension, and release. Let's go the first side again. Hold once more. Breathe in. Imagine you have your favorite beverage on your back, and you don't want to tilt it. You don't want to tip it over. So you're still. And then release, and second side. Why you have your beverage on your back, we're not sure, but there you go. Breathe in. Exhale. And release. Good work. Let's go ahead and take the right arm, left leg. So what you could do, one of two things. You could take right elbow, left knee, bring them together, and then extend and look up. You could do that again. Exhale, elbow, knee. You could continue that, or some will take right hand, left foot. When you grab hold, then you kick the leg, you add the arch, and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Kicking leg back. The hand is holding the foot strongly. And then release. Come onto your fists. Round your back. Just dome your back. Tuck your belly in. Create the hollow. And then from here, again, some are going to, let's start the other leg. Left arm, right leg. Draw elbow to knee. And extend. Exhale, draw in, and extend. You could keep doing that movement, or left hand, right ankle, kick the leg into your hand, look ahead of you, arch your back, put effort into the pose. Breathe in. Exhale. And release, making fists, rounding into your back. Breathing. Good. And now we take our knees wide. So with frog, I have a blanket, so you might have to turn or something so that your knees are comfortable. If you can go wider than your mat, you probably need something under your knees. And you might be propped on your hands, elbows on a block or elbows down. Some bring the head down. All of these opening poses are meant to help us for the standing poses, okay? So take a moment here to stretch your inner thighs. This pose helps you with tree pose. Frog helps with tree because you stretch the adductors. And the previous pose helps with stability. Tiger helps with stability. The arch in tiger helps with dancer's pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's, if you can, let's go ahead and walk the hands over to one side. I'm still in frog, and I'm walking my hands off the mat. And then lower the head. Yeah, just randomly choose left or right. Come up and walk across the other way. Lower your head and stretching into your low back. And breathe in and exhale. And come back to center. So to come out, you draw one knee in, the other knee in. Good work. And from here, we're going to come onto our backs and look at a few poses that work with the back and strengthening as well. So starting out, pulling knees into chest, feeling those opening movements. Good 15 minutes there of opening movements. Stretching your back. Breathe in. Exhale. Then we've got our pelvic tilts, okay? So as you exhale, press your back into the mat. Really press your back down. Inhale, release. Exhale, press your back down. Really connect navel to spine. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. And release. Just remember that pelvic tilt and how you get there, okay? From here, we've got bridge. So we're going to start out with our hands at our sides, lifting the pelvis, lifting your pelvis as you come up into bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Tuck shoulders underneath you, lift. And then as you lower, your arms will come up into the air. You're going to try to connect your lumbar to the mat. There's a pelvic tilt while the arms are up overhead. And then on an inhalation, we're going to come up, and there you are in your bridge, hands pushing down. And exhale, pressing your lumbar into the mat. Inhale, lift, strong through the back of your body. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We're going to do 2 more like that. The last one will be held. Inhale, lift. When you're at the top of the bridge, you're using your glutes, and then come down and connect your lumbar. Last one. On this one, we'll hold. So you clasp your hands underneath you, tuck shoulders underneath, the world's safest back arch. Breathe in. Exhale. Strong through the glutes, strong through the outer hip area, stabilizing pose, but also opening the front of your body. And then lower. Now, when you lower, take a moment, connect your back into the mat, and then let's go ahead and come to happy baby. Elbows to the inside, holding your feet, stretching your low back. You could rock side to side. Deep breath in. Exhale. And again, deep breath in. Exhale. Some of you can go wide as a V, so you might, find that you could hold your ankles, or maybe you're able to wrap your fingers around your big toes. Breath in. Exhale. Push out through the heels. Bringing the legs back to center. Bend the knees, coming to a twist here. So you're taking your knees over to the right, taking your knees to the left, extending your right arm. Your left hand can press your top knee down. That could be it right there. Or you straighten your legs. And so from the ceiling, looking down, it would look as if you're in a V, okay? So maybe you straighten your legs, can't hold them, maybe use a strap, or reach for your big toes and breathe. Right shoulders down, feel the spiral of your back. This one is really nice for the low back, really stretches the low back. Decompressing the low back is really what we're looking for here. Breathe in. And exhale. Bend the knees. Come back to center. Take your knees across the other way. And turn your head to the left shoulder down. Your right hand can help to draw the knee down. Or you can maybe straighten the legs or grab hold of your big toes as you stretch. So again, the target would be your lower back. Breathing in. Exhale. So your legs won't necessarily line up here. The top hip draws back a little more, and that's pretty normal in the pose. Take another breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees, come back to center, good work, and pull knees right into chest. So a little bit of core strengthening coming up. So let's take our legs up in the air. I would say these next ones are fairly basic. We can make them more intense. So we're going to start out kind of conservative. Hands are under pelvis, and you're going to take your right leg down. Keep your back down, and your right leg hovers above the floor. Pretty simple. Some will stay here. Come up. That's the first one. And left leg down, and your leg is hovering above the floor. Push out through the ball of the foot. Really work your back down. And come up. If that's fairly easy for you, hands are under your head. Right leg comes down. Keep your back glued to the floor. Pelvic tilt. Maybe you can lift your head. And perhaps you can release holding your head and reach, not holding, but reaching for your top leg. Lower your head and bring your leg back. Second side. You can start and do exactly what we did this first side. Left leg down, lift, reaching if you can. Connect your low back down. Contract, breathe in. Exhale, that should feel like work. And release. From here, heels are together. You could have your hands under your back to make this easier, or arms are up in the air. Breathe in. Exhale, lower, and you're going to take your head up. Your arms are chasing your legs. Hold. Breathe in. Exhale, your heels are above the ground. Pull in. Release your head down, hugging knees. Take your head side side. We're going to do that again. I'm going to modify it for those who need it modified. The heels are in, toes turned out. It's like Charlie Chaplin feet. And what you would do is you would leave your head down if you're modifying. Just have your hands under your back, lower, come down, hold, and pull in. Last one, I'm going to do the more challenging one. Breathe in. Lift your head like what we did before. Heels together, toes turned out, coming down, and you're going to just be this canoe. There you are, you're a canoe. Breathe in. Exhale. And pull knees into chest. Good work. Take the soles of the feet together, bound angle. Allow the inner thighs to release. Interlace fingers and press palms up overhead. So your upper body active, lower body relaxed, lower back relaxed. You don't have to try to get your There's no pelvic tilt here, let's say. Lumbar is naturally arched. One more breath. Exhale. Good. Now we come up and we're coming to sitting. And as we come to sitting, again, you kind of work the front of your body, so we work the back. We have tabletop. So fingertips usually point in. I know some people like to have the hands out, pointing outward. Roll shoulders back, draw your heels in, and press up. As you're here, press your pelvis. If this doesn't work for you, you go back to bridge. Lower and straighten the legs. Take the arms up. Breathe in, and it's a twist. So you go either side, you're turning, looking to the space behind you. And then we'll take it the other direction. Arms are up. Hands come across and press. Your legs, again, might go a little asymmetrical. That's okay. Look back. Exhale. And release. Reverse plank. You could revert back to what you did earlier. Hands, press, extend, point the toes, tilt your head back, and breathe, strengthening back of your body. Inhale. Exhale. And release. And when you release, roll out your wrists. Half spinal twist. Right leg over the other. If this is too much, left leg straightened, okay? And you want your right foot pushing down. Left arm up in the air. Take a breath in. Exhale, come across, hand or elbow across knee. Twist. So feel the stretch from the outer hip. And breathe. Breathing in. Exhale. Steer. So we're bringing one knee over the other. If steer does not work for you, I'm turning, you could slip a block underneath you. You could be sitting up on a block or coming onto your back and crossing your legs and grabbing hold, okay? If this is okay, that's my right leg. Opposite arm up in the air, left arm. Using a strap or connecting your hands. It would be your top arm would feed a strap to your lower arm. Look ahead of you. Just 2 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. And again, breath in. Exhale. So maybe you can come forward, bringing your head towards your knee. Come up, release, and we'll do second side. So we're going to stretch the legs out, stretching out. And we'll start out left knee over the other. Left foot is definitely pushing down. There's a tendency for it to want to come up. Right arm up into the air. Right hand or elbow across opposite knee. Twist and look back. And breathe. Come out, and then try to come to your steer. So one knee over the other. It's my left knee, so my right arm comes up in the air, opposite arm up. Feet a strap, or maybe your helper hand helps the arm. Left hand from below. And using strap or no strap, look straight ahead of you. Breathe in. Exhale. And breath in. And exhale. And we release. Okay, releasing. So, extending. Stretch out your legs, shake them out. And we've got Wally's favorite right now. Sorry, Wally. We've got, you know what's coming up, boat. Okay. So when we do boat, of course, you can always modify by holding. That's fine. Or coming back and extending the legs. Push out through the ball of the foot. Breathe in. Exhale through the mouth. Breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Oh, these should help us with balance when we come to standing. So we are going to come to side plank. I'm going to suggest you come over on your elbow. You're going to turn on your side. To make it easier, your top leg could help push you up, okay? And of course, you could be on your hand if it's better for you, or you extend. So I don't want to be on the mat. My lower leg is free of the mat. Some have legs scissored, some have the scissors closed. Okay? Breathe in. Exhale. Right palm is flat. The hand on the floor is flat to the floor. Lower. Woo. Come on up. Now when you come up, interlace fingers, press upward, inhale. Your body is like an L shape. And then other side. So you're turning, and you're going to determine, you'll be on your elbow. You'll do the same thing you did on side one. Come up and extend and work the pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Lower. And come back to sitting. And you have the wonderful L. Breathe in. Exhale. And we release. So we are coming back to downward facing dog. Let's see, as you come into the pose, what it feels like. You're going to get into the hamstrings and pedal. Shake out your head and breathe. You may want to straighten both legs. Press your heels down, stretching into your low back. Breathing in. Exhale. Now, you might want to come forward to plank, and you could come to upward facing dog. Toes curled under or feet extended. Looking ahead of you or looking upward. Breathing in. Exhale. And then lower. Pressing back. Now have your feet wide and walk back. Hands to elbows. There you are in a forward fold, stretching your low back. Breathe in. And exhale. And take another moment here. Feel the weight of your head, the weight of the arms, the weight of your spine. Feet about as wide as your mat. And then soften the knees, hands onto the thighs as you press up. And then we'll bring the arms up into the air. I'll adjust my mirror. Good. All right. So once to standing, here we go. So you're going to trace out a half circle with your foot. So if you were on sand, you would be like tracing out a groove in the sand. So take your arms out to the sides, and I want you to try to be still in your upper body. And then the foot floats, no more touching. as your foot floats. And now I have a little more movement in my upper body, but I'm trying to be stable, right? Very stabilizing. Yep. And then take your foot up, up, up to tree, wherever you can. Hands are to heart center. When you feel ready, hands are right above your head. And then you extend even more. See if you can look straight ahead of you rather than down at the floor. If you have a window nearby, you're looking out the window. I have my bare maple tree. It's lost all its leaves. Breathe in. Exhale. You should feel like, oh, all that stability core work helped. And then hands are right to heart center. And we'll do second side. So the other foot is going to trace out a circle. Extending the arms. And now the foot floats. No more tracing out. And trying to go way out to the side and stabilizing your upper body. The standing foot has to work. Standing leg has to work. And then coming to your tree. Hands are to heart till you feel steadied. And then maybe taking the arms up. And up a little more. And maybe separating the arms. And breathe. And releasing. Good work. So we'll come to a squat. We're going to drop down into our squat, modified, or coming fairly low in your squat. Lengthen your spine, and just take a moment to really stretch your lower back. Breathe in. And exhale. And again, breathing in. And exhale. We're going to come to the forward fold again, straightening your legs. And from here, if you're not going to slip, you should be okay. Bring your feet off the mat and then walk your hands forward into this. It's like a downward facing dog, sitting bones back, but very little weight on your hands, a forward fold. Your hip and your heels are in alignment. And breathing in. Exhale. Soften the knees, hands right onto the thighs, and up we go. All right. So in this next sequence, what we'll do, it's a warrior sequence, and let's see, it has some balance to it. So what I would like to do is I want you to be prepared. So maybe you have a strap nearby and have your blocks nearby, especially if you use them like for Warrior 3. Okay. Alrighty. So we're starting at the front of the mat, and let's say the right leg is going to come up. And on this one, I kind of feel the way it runs, it's nice to all be on the same side. So your right leg comes up, and then your right foot steps way back. Warrior 1. Heel down, left knee bending, hands are to heart center. Stretching the spine, and then further stretching when your arms come up. Hands separate, and look upward, and breathe. So there's a lot of strength in the legs, some stability required in the pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Take the arms out to the side. Since it's my left leg forward, I'm going to take my right arm on top. You could hug yourself. And then wrap. It's a hybrid pose. Eagle arms. You're going to take your elbows up, look up, and breathe. Unwind and come to warrior two. So adjust your feet. You might have to go a little wider, and you're on one track, extending the arms and looking at your left arm, and breathe. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to take the hands to heart center. Bring your right foot forward, and it's eagle. So we're going to take the right leg, wrap it over the left. Extend your arms, and now left arm over the other. Looking ahead of you. Breathe in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Unwind. Take your right foot partway back. Unwind the arms. And take your hands behind the back. So think pyramid initially. So right foot is back. Arms are extending, or you could have your hands in Anjali Mudra, palms together, behind your back, behind your heart center. Look up. Stretching the front of your body. It's like an offering of your heart, of your compassion, all that the heart symbolizes in terms of energy in yoga: compassion, empathy, kindness, thoughtfulness. And then we come forward. So you're coming to this halfway point. At this point, you might say, oh, I need those blocks. Or maybe you're okay lowering your head to or towards your knee. So look at your feet. See if you can extend through the toes. Lower your head. You might have to bend your left knee. That's okay. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower. Now you're really taking your hands down. And again, you might say, wow, the blocks are your best friends right now, right? Breathe in. Exhale. And then press up. All right. So, yeah, we still have more. We've got warrior three. I'm going to come into it, my hands to my heart. Bending your left knee, back leg coming up, toes can be pointed or flexed. You could go partially or come into it where your body seems to make a T. Some of you will extend your arms. That's fine. Breathing in. Exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Let's come up to standing in mountain. Breathing. There's one more. I know it's kind of you're doing great. It's not an easy sequence, but there's lots of ways to modify, right? So either you're like, whoo, right leg comes up, or use a strap. That's why I asked you to have a strap nearby. It's okay to have a strap. So if you're using a strap, take the strap in place. I see people do this. So take the strap, bend your knee, engage your core, elbows bent, tucked at your sides, look straight ahead of you, and then extend your leg. You might be low, maybe you can take your leg up high. Some of you can hold your foot with your hand. Breathe in. Exhale, right? So it might be that if you're holding, maybe it's one hand holding. Release. Beautiful. Step wide. Let's do a counter pose. Heels turned in, toes turned out, and stretch your inner thighs. Some can go deeper. Your hands hold your ankles, and you're still pushing your knees back with your elbows. press on up. We have a second side, and I am going to change my mat, and I don't know how, if you adjust differently so you can still, see the screen. Okay. Woo-hoo, let's begin. So we're starting out at the front of the mat. Hands are to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale. Left leg comes up. Left leg steps back. Virabhadrasana 1. So pelvis is squared, back heel sharp angle. And let's just take the hands back for a moment. Stretch the front shoulders, and then take your arms up into the air. Arms at shoulder distance apart. Look up at the ceiling if you can. And breathe. See if you can sharpen the bend in your right knee. Now we're going to take the arms wide. Since my right leg is forward, and left arm will come over the other. Wrap. Look up. Elbows up. Breathe in. Hybrid pose. Wild thing. We'll look forward. And from here, we're going to step forward. And we'll add our eagle. So you've got your left arm over the other, bend your knees, and take your right leg over the other. I think I've got it. I don't know. Breathe in. I may be changing things a little bit, but we'll pick it all up. Breathe in. Exhale. Unwind. And we're going to step wide. And once we step wide, you have Virabhadrasana 2. Bending your right knee, reaching, and breathing. Exhale. Keep the breath going. And then hands are to heart. Again, we'll step forward. And from here, so I kind of did it a little differently. So go ahead and bend your knees and wrap, because I didn't do this side. Your left leg wraps around the other. Your right arm wraps around the other. And hold. Going to unwind. Now, you take your left foot back, not too far initially. You could, just adjust a little bit. And your hands, it's Anjali Mudra. You could clasp if it doesn't work for you, or your hands are in that offering. Hands are behind you. And lift your heart center. Really take your heart up. Anjali means offering. So what is it you offer from your heart center? And then we start to make our way forward. So you could bend your knee if you need to, come forward, and lower your head towards your knee. Eyes are open. Look at your toes, spread your toes. Breathing in. Exhale. So when we bring our hands down, that's when you might need the blocks, or your hands are palms down or fingertips down. It's okay to use the block. Breathe in. Exhale. Stretching your hamstring. Going to come up, and as we come up, taking a moment here, we're going to be stepping forward. So As you step forward, it's warrior 3. So hands could be to heart, maybe you come part way over. Arms could be out at a T or forward. Breathe in. Exhale. Back ankle flex is very nice because it gives you a lot of energy through your back leg. And then coming back to center. Take a moment here. Breathe in. Exhale. So this is when you might need your strap. We're going to be stretching the left leg forward. So using the strap, you would start already looping, or maybe you're extending with hand to foot. See how that works for you. But start with the knee bent. Elbows tucked into your sides, engage your core, and then extend. All that strength you did earlier, it's all coming into play here. Look straight ahead of you. Breath in. Exhale. Good. Breath in. And exhale. We're going to release and then step the foot back. I hope I didn't leave anything out. It was like, if I did, you could do it. And then press your knees back, shifting a little side to side. I think I got them all in. Really press back. Some of you can go a little deeper by bringing your hands to your ankles and breathe. Stretching your low back. And then pressing up. And stepping in mountain. Take a moment, hands to heart center, feeling very accomplished. Exhale. So, dancers, okay. So, we're going to look at, let's go ahead and we'll look at 2 ways of doing it. We're going to start at the wall. Some of you might want to do both in the center. That's fine. A wall, or you're holding on to furniture, a tabletop, that all works. So grabbing hold of one foot. Now, you could use a strap. You could hold the inside foot. Today I'm going to hold the inside foot. And I kick the leg back. You could be more upright, or maybe you are able to come over more deeply. Look towards the wall and stretch. Breath in and exhale. Release and do the other side. So grabbing hold of your foot and reaching for the wall. I'm holding the inside foot today as I'm at the wall. It kind of helps me to square my hip. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. And release. Oh, okay. So you can repeat again at the wall or at your piece of furniture, okay? Or trying it in the center of the room. You can always use a strap, right? Or holding. I hold the outside when it's better for my balance. And then coming over. If I'm at the wall, I can hold the inside foot. And breathe. Really kicking your leg back, arching. Release. We'll do the back release at the very end. Holding on to the other foot. Dancer's poses in honor of my sister Tony, who loves to dance. And it's my wish, our wish, everyone who knows her and doesn't know her, to see her dance again. So we're doing our dancer's pose, and it is really a pose about the dance of life. The ups, the downs, the twirls, the highs. Breathe in. Exhale. And release. And from here we have a squat. All right. So when you squat, maybe you're like, whoo, modifying. Some of you are dropping down. And take a moment here to breathe. Some have to come up before they come down. Some are really close to the floor, so you can just press on down. Sitting cross-legged, whatever is comfortable for you, and come forward. Lower your head, stretch your back. Breathe into your back. Come up. And reverse your leg crossing. Deep breath in and then exhale and come forward and breathe. Press up. We're going to come onto our backs. And when we come onto our backs, you'll start out by pulling knee to chest, right or left, doesn't matter, and the other leg extending, connecting your back to the mat. And then the other side, hugging knee into chest, connecting your low back to the mat. And then from here, extending the legs one by one. Cover yourselves, be comfortable, whatever it takes. A bolster under your knees, a rolled blanket under your knees, a cushion. Oops. Taking a moment to relax your body. And taking time to feel the various layers, the yoga, our yoga practice penetrates the different layers of your being, of our being. First and foremost, awareness of the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha refers to your physical body, that which can be touched, that which is material, your skin, all of your organs, your muscles,